start the great name of Allah, who is most kind and most merciful. To all the listeners, Assalamu alaikum. My name is Abdullah Tanvir. I am a student of BBA from Sindh University campus, Ladkana. The purpose, again, of recording this video is that I am going to present 4 presentations as part of my final term examination assigned by Sir GM Sheikh. So, business mathematics is the subject. Topics of presentation: introduction to business mathematics, number 2 is interest, number 3 time value of money, and number 4 matrices. So, business mathematics. Introduction to business mathematics. What is business mathematics? Business mathematics are mathematics used by commercial enterprises to record and manage business operations. Commercial organizations use mathematics in accounting, inventory management, marketing, sales, forecasting, and financial analysis. Mathematics typically used in commerce includes elementary arithmetic, elementary algebra, statistics, probability. For some management problems, more advanced mathematics such as calculus, matrix algebra, and linear programming is used. Why do we study maths? Business mathematics is used extensively by commercial enterprises in recording and managing business operations. Business mathematics is used in accounting, financial analysis, sales, forecasting, and inventory management. Mathematics typically used in businesses include arithmetic, algebra, static, calculus, matrix algebra, operations research. I'll give you below a few examples to illustrate the usage of business mathematics to business operations. Suppose a company has 3 factories where it manufactures its products and 10 outlets from where the product is sold. How much product should be transported from factory to which outlets depends not only on the cost of transporting, but also how much each outlet can store, and sales cost of transporting, but also how much each outlet can store and has sales, how much product should be transported from which factory to which outlet depends not only the cost of transporting, but also how much each outlet can store and has sales. This problem can be solved by transporting model simple method taught in research operations. Number second example is for why do we study maths. For project management, we use critical path method and CPM and program evaluation review technique. These also involve maths. In business world, future is very uncertain, particularly for new and small businesses. This is so because small businesses are more volatile and there is no track record of newer businesses. For such businesses, we use probability of distribution to estimate future sales and earnings. Now here we are using a static tool. For calculating risk in businesses, we use standard deviation, which is a measure of dispersion. Differences between maths and business maths. Business mathematics give students expanded knowledge of mathematics. Application for personal use and business applications. Personal use applications includes financing costs and loans producers, as well as major consumers expenses and earning, auto, housing, insurance, wages, benefits, banking, investing. Business application include the cost of hiring, inventory costs, and financial management and planning. Number 2 topic of my presentation today is interest. Let's discuss this topic with brief. The amount paid at the stated rate for use of money for specific time, we can also say that the rent simple interest is most often used for loans for shorter durations. Charge of borrowed money at annual percentage rate is interest. The money borrowed in a loan is called principal. The number of dollars or rupees received by the borrower is the present value. In a simple interest loan, the principal and the present value are the same. The interest rate is the fee for a simple interest loan and usually is expressed as the present of the principals. Simple interest is paid on the principals borrowed and not paid on interest already earned. Types of interest. There are 2 types of interest. Number 1 is simple interest, number 2 is compound interest. Simple interest of a loan can be calculated using the following formula. Interest is equal to PRT. P is equal to principal amount borrowed, R is equal to interest rate per year in decimal form. and T shows time in years. Well, this is the example of simple interest. Example: Jane borrowed $3,000 for 4 years at 5% interest rate. How much interest is that? Well, solution: interest is equal to PRT, which is the formula of simple interest. Interest is equal to $3,000 multiplied by 5%, which is interest rate. Then we'll multiply it by time rate. So 3000 multiplied, we will put 5% into decimal. In the third stage, interest is equal to $3,000 multiplied by 0.05 multiplied by 4, and then the answer is $600. This is the example of simple interest. Another example of simple interest: Sarah deposits 4,000 at a bank at an interest of 4.5% per year. How much interest will she earn at the end of 3 years? Solution: simple interest is equal to 4,000 multiplied by 4.5% multiplied by 300, which is 540. She earns $540 at the end of 3 years. Well, compound interest paid on principals plus interest is called compound interest. It can be done semiannually, quarterly, monthly, or daily. This time interval is called compounding period or the period. Compound interest is based on the principals, which changes from the time to time. The unpaid interest is added to the principal balance and becomes part of the new principal balance for the next interest period. Formula of compound interest: FV is equal to PV multiplied by bracket 1 plus R bracket number of periods, where FV is equal to future value, PV is equal to present value, R shows annual interest rate, and N shows number of period. Let's take an example on this. Well, number one example of compound interest: find the compound amount which would be obtained from the interest of 2,000 rupees at 6% compounded quarterly for 5 years. Well, putting the formula, let principal is equal to 2,000, R is equal to 6 percentage. We'll put the functions into formula: 6 divided by 4 multiplied by 100. It would be 0.015. Then N is equal to 5 multiplied by 420 quarter. Then putting into formula, A is equal to P 1 plus R, it would be 2000. Then the answer is 2639.71. So the third topic of my presentation is time, value, and money. What is the time value of money? The time value of money is the concept that money available at the present time is worth more than the identical sum in the future due to its potential earning capacity. Why does value of money decline? The value of money decline due to inflation in the economy, risk involved in delaying receipts of cash or financial transactions. Number fourth, impact opportunity cost of capital capital delayed. Number 4 is consumption. Well, techniques of time, money of value: compounding techniques, future value techniques, discount techniques, divided by present value techniques. Well, present value, PV, stands for the value of the money in today's term. Future value stands for the amount of cash received in the future, and R is the discount rate of the speed at which the decline in value is happening, and T stands for the time period in which the future value or cash is received. Formula of future value and present value: future value is equal to PV multiplied by 1 plus R, and formula for calculating present value I have mentioned it. Both are the let's take an example on uh, future value. If you deposit 55,650 in a bank which is paying for 12% of interest on a 10-year time deposit, how much would the deposit grow at the end of the year? Solution: putting the formula, uh, which is future value is equal to PV multiplied by bracket 1 is equal to rate, taking FV, then 10 is equal to 55,650 bracket 1 plus 0.12 bracket 10. Then in the very next step, FV 10 is equal to 55,650 multiplied by 3.106. The answer would be 1,72,848.90. This was example. Matrices and its type. This is my last topic. A matrix is a rectangular array of number. The size or dimension of a matrix is defined by the number of rows and columns in it. It contains, matrix is a plural for matrix. Types of matrices. A row matrix is a matrix with only one row. For example, E is a row matrix of order 1 into 1. E is equal to 4. Example, B is a row matrix of order 1 into 3, and this is another example of row matrix. Then column matrix. Column matrix is a matrix with only one column. Example is shown below. Then comes a column matrix of order 2 into 1 is also called a vector matrix, which is shown below. Example 2 into 1. Another example of matrix, a zero matrix or a null matrix is a matrix that has all its elements 0. Example is shown below. And then comes square matrix. A square matrix is a matrix with an equal number of rows and columns. For example, T is equal to 6, 3, 0, 4. It is in the order of 2 into 2. Then comes diagonal matrix. It is a square matrix that has all its elements 0 except for those in the diagonal from top left to bottom right, which is known as leading diagonal of a matrix. Example is shown. A scalar matrix is a diagonal matrix where all the diagonal elements are equal. As you can see, 3, 3, 3. These are equal. Then comes another type of matrix, which is an upper triangle matrix. Is a square matrix where all the elements located below the diagonal are 0. For example, as you can see in the top, in the bottom left, a lower triangular matrix is a matrix where all the elements located above the diagonal are 0. For example, as you can see the example mentioned. Then comes a unit matrix. A unit matrix is a diagonal matrix whose elements in the diagonal are all ones. For example, example is mentioned as you can see in the picture. Then moving ahead, application of matrices. Graph theory. The adjacency matrix is a finite graph is a basic notion of graph theory. Linear combinations of quantum states in physics. The first model of quantum mechanics by Heisenberg in 1925 represented the theory of operations by infinite dimensional matrices acting on quantum states. This is also referred as mechanics computer graph. 4 by 4 transformation rotation matrices are commonly used in computer graphs. Then solving linear equations uh, using row reduction, Cramer's rule, determinants using inverse matrix. These are the applications of matrices. Then operation on matrices, addition and subtraction. Well, two matrices can be added or subtracted only if they have the same dimension, that is, they must have the same number of rows and columns. Addition or subtraction is accomplished by adding or subtracting corresponding elements. For example, consider matrix A and B. These two are the examples. Both matrices have the same number of rows and columns, 2 rows and 3 columns, so they can be added and subtracted. Well, thank you. That's it from me. Uh, uh, Thank you all for watching. I would like to thank Sir GM Sheikh for giving me the opportunity to use Facebook for my academic purpose. I am very thankful to you, sir.